Okay, this is a short video on how to make a gun stand for side business if you own a laser machine. This is about the finished project. I made a couple different sizes and a couple different shapes and sizes. This is it in RDWorks. This is just a record over. I don't have a good mic, so you just have to deal with it. Right here, I'm trying to show you that you gotta make sure this is just the layout on RDWorks. Your program might be a little bit different. That's the Texas sign I ended up cutting out on some of them, and I drew this up by myself. Kind of just scaled it to different size pistols. Drew it up. Probably took me about 20 minutes to draw this up. Now your parameters might be a little different because you might have stronger tubes. I have a 40 watt, and this kind of worked for me right here. I believe I did minimum 30, max 100. I made sure I scanned first, cut through, and then cut through. But you just have to tweak it to your own preferences. And I doubled it up. I made it to where there's like 3 of them where I was cutting 3 or 4 of them out at a time. So I didn't have to keep going back and readjusting. Now this is my setup. It's not fancy. That's one of the finished products with the pistol in the holster, or not in the holster, in the stand. And that gun range I'm not affiliated with. I just did it and went and gave them to them and told them they can have them, and if they wanted more they can call me and I'll make plenty more for them. I made keychains and all this other stuff for them too. So if you have any gun shops around local to you, just do this. Walk in there and give them to them, and give them your number and see if they want to order more from you. I built this myself. It's a acrylic bender. You can look online. There's plenty of them, plenty of different models. You can buy one, a real one, safe one, for probably $200-300. Now I drew lines on here just so I can line it up, bend it right there. You see me bending it, and then slide it down, bend it again. Then I'll slide it down to its final position and bend it, and that's what eventually makes all the bends. Now I took that out of a space heater. Wouldn't recommend you to do it. Don't burn down your house, and don't tell anybody I told you to do it, but it worked for me, and that was just temporarily. And that's pretty much it. Just I'm about to go at it. I got the machine on. I got it heating up. Probably made a total of like 5 or 6 of these. Went and just gave them to them. Kept 1 or 2 for myself just to kind of show off to friends or other businesses. Made some without the logos. That is actually their logo. I went off the internet, took it, snagged the image, went to a website called Convertio, transferred over to converted it over to a laser file, and tweaked it until when I engraved it, it came out perfect. Now, see, when you heat up the acrylic, it gets real flexible, but once it cools off back to normal temperature, it gets hard, just as it was. So you got to be kind of quick with it, be safe with it, use real heat gloves. I think I just got like construction gloves on right now. Wouldn't recommend it either, but like I said, this is a while ago, and I'm just recording over all this, and I realize now how unsafe all this was, but I did it, and it worked. And so you see me there bending it a couple times, throwing it back on the heat. If you throw it on the heat for too long, it'll actually cause bubbles. You don't want that. I think I had like 1 or 2 that actually had bubbles. And if you ever do make your own acrylic bender, you want to use something else than that type of wood. The grains on the wood kind of pressed into the hot acrylic, and it left a bumpy texture on the bottom. So just enjoy. I mean, you can mass produce these products, throw it on Amazon FBA, and let them do all the selling without the logos. You can put different shapes, put Glock logos, maybe. I mean, might be copyright, I don't know. You can put different states and sell them to different gun shops in different states. I think this is like one of the first or second ones I was trying to make, so I haven't got my rhythm down. Possibly could make a mold, slide it in the mold once it's all hot, and stay that shape. Like I said, my heating element, it came out of a space heater, an old space heater, and it worked great for me. If you want me to go more in depth on this and actually show you a couple more processes of making this, like, subscribe, throw a thumbs up. I'll make a couple more videos. I got a couple more videos coming soon. A couple Valentine's Day gifts, couple cutting boards. I actually took my passed away grandma. She had passed away on my birthday before I was born, or the day I was born. And she had a cookbook that my mom always held on to. And the recipe started falling apart. That's how old it was. I actually took the image, threw it in GIMP of one of the recipes of her own handwriting, and actually took my grandma's handwriting and laser engraved it into a cutting board and gave it to my mom, and she instantly off the bat knew that it was her mom's handwriting. And it was pretty cool that I can take it off an old sheet of paper and laser engrave it onto a cutting board. So there, I think I finally got the shape done. Tweaked it a little bit. You can use a speed square also if you want to make sure it's perfectly square, and line it up, and that's pretty much it. You can tell it's pretty much cool by now. It's already hard. It's not gonna bend any more than what it is right now unless I heat it back up. The gun is unloaded. Safety first. And that's pretty much it. Finished product. Like, subscribe if you like it. These are images off the internet.